Hello and welcome. And this is the first ever repeat interview on Ruddy Esports. I'm here with a close personal friend, one of my confidants, one of my main leakers. Actually, earlier, Wonder was reading my notes and he saw that I sent you as. So he knows that you're one of the main leakers now. Do you feel like you're like Edward Snowden now?
What was Edward Snowden?
The guy that leaked all the NSA stuff to the government. He got arrested for it.
So
you don't learn about anything when you play League 2. You don't know anything.
No, not really.
That's a classical reference.
Well, looks like I'm living under a rock. Yeah, I just kind of play some games.
Absolutely. And since we spoke, actually, you've done quite a bit. Just after we spoke, you ended up getting top 8 at MSI.
Yeah.
There's only about 4 good teams there, so it's not the greatest result, but
That's pretty good.
I mean, maybe you think it's all right. I don't, it's not good enough for me personally, but you also won the MVP. And this has led to, I've had to read on Twitter for the last 4 days, people claim that support isn't an easy role, which you've contributed to now. They say that, can you put it out there, please? Support is easy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean...
I mean, let's be honest, it's a piece of wank, isn't it? It's a complete piece of piss. The only reason you're half good at it is because you were probably not good enough to be a mid laner, and you played it, and you became the best support in the world, didn't you?
Partly honest. I think if I would actually continue playing mid lane, I'll probably be MVP as a mid laner right now, and I'll probably be shitting on caps.
I think you're absolutely delusional. You must have been down the shisha bar before this.
Okay, so it clearly looks like you didn't do your homework. Kind of reminds me of the time where in your high school or wherever the fuck you were, you didn't do your homework, so you had to go to extra classes to do your homework. Do you remember that? How did that go?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I have my sources. Actually, I was also wondering about it one time. You went to Italy, right? And you're playing with a lighter. How did the girl feel about you lighting her hair on fire?
What's going on right now?
You can carry on though.
No,
You got anything more?
No, not really. How do you know that? I feel like I've never had anyone. You've prepared for this. A pro player's actually done some preparation. What's going on?
What can I say? I have birds in many.
Who have you been speaking to? You been speaking to my mum? You better not have been talking to my mum.
Yeah, we actually met at the techno.
Techno? Are you being serious? For those that don't know, I don't know, how do you know this? For those that don't know, my mum is about 55 years old and still goes to techno clubs, which is quite embarrassing.
Yeah, she told me all about it.
Why is Mikyx from G2 telling me that he's gone to a techno club with my mum? I don't think I deserve. I don't do anything that bad. I didn't find anything. To be fair, I did talk about your mum in the interview.
You did, yeah.
And I talked about her being. I talked about her being headmistress for Youre.
Yeah, now we're even. I want to put some respect in my mid lane. I'm so fucking good at mid.
You're good at mid.
Yeah, I'm so insane.
Fair enough. I believe you.
If I would actually keep playing mid, I would for sure be a mid laner. But the problem was my PC was too shit. So whenever you had to call roles in the past when you joined Champ Select, and I was always the latest to join, so I had to play support. That's the main reason I'm playing support.
That's like a very good perspective, though. I don't feel like people maybe not realise that. It's the reason you play support is because you loaded in last.
PC was too shit, yeah. And
that's
also,
the only reason we've got like a all-time great support in you and Hillashang. Yeah. You make up one of two because your PC was just dog shit.
Otherwise, I've already been worlds as a mid laner. So. But that would be too easy. I kind of have to play like a hard role as a support. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a hard role. You've given Enchanted players out there just real boost of motivation recently. Yeah. You've got like the 49% win rate, 500 games Lulu, recently played with Elo Master 94. They're all thinking, if Mickey can do it, so can I.
Probably, yeah.
What have you been up to? Just in general, I mean, we've got a little bit of time. We've got like 5 minutes or something. What's been up to your life? What have you been up to?
Yeah, not much.
Apart from winning.
Just playing some solo queue. I'm trying to get rank 1, but I'm getting sabotaged by my own team.
Who is rank 1? Is it rank 1? He's a jungler that played in my league, my team. Pippy Bat. Yeah. We beat him.
He was in your team?
No, he was in a team we played against.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was pretty good.
He played against him?
I played against him, yeah, like in solo queue a lot. He plays mostly Velvet, so it looks like Velvet is OP. Maybe Ike has to, watch some VODs. Because he is kind of stuck right now. I would like to shout out Yike, stuck in...
Shout out to Yike's dad, who came up to me. Do you know the law between me and Yike's dad?
No.
So Yike's dad followed me when I used to cast the English version, like the English recast of LFL, and his dad would watch that because obviously who wants to listen to French? Yeah, who wants to? Sorry, he would watch me a lot, and he sent me DMs. He sent me, "Do you think my son will make it to LEC?"
Oh, really?
He actually genuinely sent me that message. I told him, "Yeah, I think so." I actually heavily vouched him. So, and I met him, and I didn't know who it was because I'd never seen his face. And he was like, "I love your interviews," and I was like, he was with Caps' dad, so I was like, "Oh, are you related to Caps?"
Oh, really?
And he's like, "No, I'm Yike's dad." So that
crazy.
it was a bit awkward, but he's a lovely man.
Yeah, I met him.
When's your dad come into a game? That's the big thing at the moment. There's two dads. Is this the part where you tell me you don't speak to him and he's just absent, like he went for milk?
Like he went. I mean, he came when there was Worlds in EU, so 2019. I guess that was the last time my family came to visit. Usually they kind of.
They haven't been in 4 years.
Okay, actually,
they do not like. They don't like you at all.
Okay, so problem is they CBA traveling to like I don't know China or Korea, and I didn't really make it to many international tournaments, and like going to road shows. The last road show was 2019.
Yeah.
So the one we made it most recently, which was like actually a big tournament.
Are they coming to this one?
No.
It's down the bloody road.
Okay.
It's down the
Let me
bloody road.
So they were supposed to come to MSI, right?
Yeah.
And I told them because they don't want to be there the whole time because it costs a lot of money, right? So I told them come for semis. We're gonna make semis for sure. And then we didn't make semis, so they went to UK and I went home.
I can see why they don't support you. You're just a piece of shit. You're a terrible son. Wow. You baited them into a holiday, and then you went home. You didn't even spend time with them.
But then it was like unfortunate. I was like,
what do you mean unfortunate? You gotta stay.
Okay, so it was 1 day's notice where I was like, well, I guess we're lost, so now we're going home. And then I would have to rebook my tickets. I would have to book a new hotel. That's a big hassle. And I would have to spend 1 day just by myself in London.
You are aware that you make like 50 million gazillion pounds a year.
I wish, yeah. And also, actually, this quote stick to me. I think I watched Fast and Furious when I was like 10, and one guy was like, he wanted a soda from like a vending machine, and the other guy said, "Can you buy it from me?" And it's like, "What? But you're fucking rich." And that's how you stay rich, you know. You don't spend money for random shit.
But that's for like random people, not your mum. That's you came out of her.
I'll see them eventually, you know.
You were a difficult birth. You know, I was a cesarean.
Really? No.
I refused to come out, and they had to cut me out. And then my first thing that I did when I came out was I shit all over the doctors.
I can definitely imagine that. Yeah.
Surprised you didn't talk to my mum about that in the techno club.
I think she's too embarrassed. She didn't want to tell me about that.
Fair enough. Well, it's been lovely speaking to you, and I hope that you bump into more of my family members in random clubs around the world. My dad quite likes drum and bass, so maybe you can run into him there. Shout out to Gary. Any final words? Any shout outs you'd like to give? Is there anyone special out there you'd like to give a shout out to?
No. No one.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Everyone, yeah, cheers.
Give a shout out to everyone.
Yeah, shout out to everyone.
There was a woman on Twitter the other day I saw tagged you and asked you to wish her a happy birthday. She's turning 25. And
happy birthday.
You didn't respond to her though.
No, I'm responding to her now. Happy birthday.
Bit of a cop out, isn't it? Why do you hate that woman so much on her birthday?
Well, I knew you were gonna have an interview with me, so I was waiting for the perfect moment. So I can
who's doing the PR training at G2? This is crazy.
Would you rather wish someone happy birthday online, over text, or like
a live message? I'm gonna find you. That sounds threatening. Sorry, I'm gonna find you, not like Liam Neeson, in a more friendly way, and we're gonna get you this nice little. Say something nice. I don't know what her name is. Let's pretend her name's Susan.
All right, Susan.
Susan.
Happy birthday. I hope you have a great one. And to many more.
Sounds like we're going to go and find her and get rid of her. Like,
that's what you're saying.
No, to many more. Was she planning on not having many more? Anyway, it's been lovely speaking to you all. It's been DonJake and Mikyx. And I think people after this are going to be saying that we should be starting a podcast, I don't think so. No? You're not interested? I think your career would end a bit shorter than you expected, maybe. All right, you know the regular deal. 3, 2, 1, Ruddy up. 3, 2, 1, Ruddy up. Peace, mate. Good one.